Hi, my name's Kevin. I'm a data consultant at Linchpin Analytics, and in this video we'll look at segment scope within GA4. Segments were a big part of universal analytics. In GA4, they don't exist within standard reports, but they do exist within the exploration reports, which is the custom reports. So here in the tabular view here, we have dimension, channel, and we have 4 metrics: active users, sessions, conversions, and total revenue. So if we want to apply a segment, we simply go here where it says segments, click the plus, and here I mainly want to cover the types of segment that you can create, or the segment scope. So you have user segment, session segment. Both of these were available in Universal Analytics. But now we have this new type of segment called event segment. So how do these differ, and how do you know which one to choose? So if we take this one, for example, user segment, and in this segment, if we make the segment condition where there is an add to cart event, what this segment will do is it will include all sessions where there is an add to cart event, but it will also include other sessions for that user, even if they don't have an add to cart. But the user must have at least one add to cart event within a session. So within this segment, it's saying, give me all the sessions for a user where there is one or more add to cart events, if the segment condition is event equals add to cart. So it will include that session with the add to cart, and it will include the user's other sessions, even if they don't have an add to cart, because remember, a user can visit the site, have one session, go away, come back, have another session. So the session segment here, if that segment has the condition where the event equals add to cart, it will only include sessions with an add to cart event, and it will not include the other sessions of that user that do not have the add to cart. So it's different. So the session segment is only including the sessions that where the segment conditions are true. In this case, there is an add to cart event in this example. And in the event segment, if the segment condition is where there is an event add to cart, it is only including data directly related to the add to cart event and no more. So again, different. So we can probably look at these just as an example and compare them side by side. So if we click user segment and we choose events and add to cart, and we call this one add to cart, and this one is it add to cart, and this one is at user level. So we're saying this, the segment we want is where there is an add to cart event. So user level, save that one. And we will click another one, and we'll click a session one this time. And we'll do the same again, add to cart. And this one is add to cart. And of course this one is at session level. So we just want the sessions that have add to cart and no more. So we can save that one. And we'll create a third one, event segment, and we'll do the event add to cart, and we'll call it add to cart, and this one is at event level, and we'll click save and apply. So we have our 3 segments, all of them add to cart, one at user level, one at session level, one at event level, or we could say user scope, session scope, event scope. and they have been applied to the report here. And I'm going to minimize this to give us a little bit more room. So now we can see we have add to cart user, add to cart session, add to cart event, and then at the end we have the total. And if we just look along here and check how they differ. So for add to cart user, we have all of the metrics here. And for add to cart session, we have all of the metrics here. However, if we look at, for example, this metric sessions, it's much higher when it's user level compared to session level. That's because here at user level, we're including sessions that have an add to cart, but we're also including other sessions for that user because it's at user level. So we're saying return all the sessions for this user where one or more of their sessions has an add to cart event. Hence we get more sessions, and hence we get more conversions because we're including more sessions here than this one. This one is simply including only the sessions that have an add to cart event and not the sessions of the user that do not include an add to cart event. Hence sessions is lower and conversions is lower. And then if we look over here at event level, we see that we get the same numbers as session level for users and sessions. However, we get conversions lower because here, add to cart is a conversion, of course, like here, but there are other events that are conversions, so these are included. So this number is higher because it includes the conversions other than add to cart added to this, whereas this one, which is at event level, remember, just includes add to cart data. So this will only include conversions that are add to cart and no others, because this is event level. So we get the number of conversions that are add to cart. And this metric, total revenue, is empty because this metric is unrelated to add to cart. At the time of this event being recorded, add to cart revenue is unknown. That happens later on in the session, which is why it can be added here, because this is session level. So it can give you the revenue that comes later in the journey within that session. Similarly here, you can see revenue because it includes the entire session. But over here, no revenue because it's not directly related to the add to cart event, and you only see conversions that are add to cart. And of course, directly related to the add to cart event is sessions, because in order for there to be an add to cart, it has to be within a session. And in order for there to be an add to cart event, it has to belong to a user. So you get these metrics. So hopefully that helps to explain, understand the difference between the scope or types of segments you can create: user segment, session segment, and event segment, why the numbers are different, and why some metrics might be entirely missing. Okay, hopefully that was useful.